What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my second trading overview. I will say I'm going to be transparent and honest. Currently am down $500 on the day off the funded account, or the evaluation account, I should say. I'm going to go through how I came to the charts, my mental coming through the day, what I seen, and just what went wrong, to be honest. I want to keep it transparent and honest with you guys. So let's go. Cool. So coming to the charts today, I'm just gonna actually delete all this, matter of fact, just to make it easier. But come to the charts today. I did come to the charts pretty late. Also just to be transparent with you guys see I did lose 500 on the account. Um, Down about 400 altogether, which is not hard to get back. This is a journey, anyways. I'm not looking to make it all back in one day. Um, it's all good, to be honest. But yeah, down 500 on the account. I did make some silly mistakes that I shouldn't have made, and I'm gonna go through them right now as well. So come to the markets. I didn't come onto the markets at 9 o'clock today. Um, I probably also shouldn't have traded today, if I'm being honest. I did sleep pretty late. I slept at like 1 a.m. Um, Not even 1 a.m. Actually, probably like 1:30, 2 a.m. And then I woke up around like 8 o'clock, or like no, I woke up around like 7 o'clock. Matter of fact, I did wake up around 7 o'clock, but I didn't get a good amount of sleep. I only got like 5 hours of sleep, to be honest. Which sleep as a day trader, bro, you need sleep. That's the biggest thing. You need sleep. You can't be running off of 5 hours of sleep. Like, you need to get at least a good like 7, 8 hours of sleep to be functioning well. So that already like was off. I was running off of 5 hours of sleep, to be honest. And I didn't come to the charts until like 10 o'clock because one, I had to read and I had to pray. And those two I did, which, yes, that's good. But I came to the charts around 10 o'clock. So just mark this up right now. 10 o'clock over here. So I didn't miss this whole 9:30 move, which would have been flawless, to be honest. Like, I already would have seen the sell. I already called the sell for this week. So I would have already seen the sell come in, but yeah, I already missed all of this, but I came to church at 10 o'clock. Another thing is too, I had to go fill air um in my car tires, which I couldn't even get done today, but that's another story. But yeah, I came to church at 10 o'clock today. Um Probably shouldn't even have traded. But what I seen though, let me just close this. What I did see was just coming here. I seen that we got a big sell off already. So we got this big sell off already. So I already see now at this point, I felt like we're just gonna start ranging out. So what I started doing is, okay, I just, even though I'm not probably gonna use all this, I also wanted to mark up previous levels and where we rejected from. So we see we rejected over here, and then we also rejected like over here multiple times. We got a little slight breakout, um, but this right here would have been a head and shoulders pattern right here. This is the shoulders, the head came back. If you sold from here, that would have been flawless. Um, so yeah, I marked up this range over here, even though I wasn't using it, or even though I wasn't on the charts at this time. It's just so I could have a better understanding of where we came from. And then now just marking up on this sequence right here. It's going down to the 2 minute, matter of fact. I just wanted to mark up this over here. Even staying on the 1 minute time frame, we broke out of it and we rejected over here and we rejected again. So I said, okay, next time we come here, we're probably gonna sell. So we did come here and we did sell off, but I will say I did hesitate. I hesitated and I didn't take this entry at all. If I had taken this entry and I took it down, my day would have been done. And this was at 10:11. Um, that's still a good entry, to be honest. But I would have if I had taken this entry, my day would have been done. I probably would have made cool $300, $400 on the day. But I hesitated. Um, so I didn't take that. So yeah, just coming down here now. Um, I don't think I took my first entry around 10:30, around here, matter of fact. Yeah, I took my first entry around 10:30, but I was gonna mark up this horizontal here, matter of fact, as well. This right here was my first entry. So if I just look at this, Let's put an arrow here, matter of fact. Let's just go down arrow. I entered on this candle right here. Reason being, we got a pin bar here as well. So I'm gonna, and we rejected. So we came here and we rejected. We got a pin bar, we rejected. So I see in the second time we came here and we rejected again. So I took entry over here. Another reason why I like this level for a sell is because one, we came here and we rejected off of this. So this originally was a support level. But since we broke back down past it, it now became a resistance level. So this is looked at as like a swing point. If you look in the Japanese Candlestick Bible, I can't remember what page it is, but if this was a support level and then we broke past the support level and we come back and retest that previous support level, that support level now becomes a resistance level, which then now becomes a swing point. So I seen, okay, we rejected one time. So I said the second time we come, I think we're going to reject again. So I did take entry over here, which I believe was a good entry, but the market makers, and I had my SL, I set my SL at the beginning of this wick over here. So my red line would be my stop loss and where price would have took me out. If you just zoom in right here, let me just put my bar replay so you don't have to see everything else, matter of fact. Cool. Yeah. So I took entry off of this, which I felt like was a very good entry. Let me take off these moving averages as well, just so it's easier for you guys to see. Which I really felt like was a good entry. But then price decided to wick up and then wick right out. So it hit my stop loss hunted me, and then came back into profit. So that was my first loss for the day. And now just fast forwarding, if I just go back, matter of fact. At this point now, I think I was down around $100 something. I was down around $100 something at this point over here. Let me just exit this. And I said, okay, you know what? This is around 1021. I want to wait for 1045. My 1045 candle. This was a 1045 candle. So I did see that we came back here now. And I seen a pin bar. I seen a pin bar forming right here as well. So I did enter off of that pin bar. I entered off of that pin bar and I got into profit. If I put my 43 EMA right here, you can see I got a pin bar at the 43 EMA. So that just basically shows a rejection and a continuation of that trend. I did get into profit a little bit. I believe that I was going to continue to sell down. My stop loss, I didn't. What I should have done was put my stop loss at the top of this wick, which I didn't. I put my stop loss around right here, actually, matter of fact. I put my stop loss around here, so I'm going to put another stop loss. Let me actually just move the stop loss right here, matter of fact. I put my stop loss right here because I got entry around here on the close of this candle. I got into profit a little bit, but then price, when this candle opened up, hit my stop loss, and then wicked right out. At that point now, I think I went down around $300. I think I went down altogether about $300. So I said, okay, you know what? I got 2 losses in a row. Let me just wait for 1045 now, which I won't lie, my emotions got into the way, and I didn't wait for 1045. I was close to 1045, but I didn't wait for 1045. So seeing this now, I came back here, and I seen that we got a breakout out of this range. A lot of times what I see price do is we get a breakout out of this range, and if we get this one bullish candle come back up and we reject off of the support level. So this was originally a support level. We broke out. Now this would have been considered a resistance level if we rejected and continued. So we see we did reject, and then we got a bearish candle. So same thing again that happened right here. Or right here, matter of fact. I was in profit a little bit. And I said, okay, I believe we're going to continue to sell down, but price decided to push up at 1039. Decided to push up and just hit my stop loss. I had stop loss right here. At that point, I believe I was this wasn't I think I went down like $350, maybe $380 altogether. I probably lost like $80 on this trade right here as well. And I said, okay, you know what? Now I actually just need to wait for 1045. I had my daily loss limit at $500. I was okay with losing $500 because my max um win for the day would just be like 800 altogether. So I was fine with losing 500, but at this point I'm down like $350. So coming back now, I see that we got back to the 43 moving average again, and then we also got back to this level. Um, we got back to this level over here, and we did form a pin bar. I love this setup, the pin bar setup at the 43 EMA at a resistance level. This is my bread and butter right here. Like, this is my bread and butter. I love this setup a lot. I always get into profit, which I did get into profit. I got into profit and I thought that, okay, let me hold until like here at least. Price didn't want to do that. Um, Price came back up. I entered like around here and had my stop loss here, which ideally this should have been the best entry, and then my stop loss should have been at the top of this wick over here. But I got pretty bad entry, to be honest, and I think that was because I hesitated. I hesitated because I had lost already 3 trades in a row before, so I was scared of, okay, taking entry again and then losing. But it's just like, why not just take the best entry? Even if you lose, you still got the best entry possible. So I took entry around here. I had my stop loss around like, I found my entry over here. Um, yeah, I had my stop loss around here as well. So I'm gonna put entry as blue. Had entry over here thinking we're gonna get into profit. We got into profit a little bit, but then price decided to push up and then push up again, hit my stop loss. At that point, I um I lost 4 trades in a row. And I just lost $500 on the day altogether, to be honest. Overall though, my bias was correct. Um these were just all my entries, to be honest, but I'll just show you guys my bias for the day. So let me delete this. This is how I marked up, to be honest, and this is exactly what I seen. So if you go boom, I go 2-minute time frame. Let it load up, matter of fact. Cool. 2-minute time frame. I seen this. I marked it up. Seen this. Marked it up. Going down to the 5-minute. Looks pretty beautiful. Overall, I can see we're just in a bearish trend. Overall bearish. 8-minute. We got a 2-candle sequence. We got 2 bullish candles. This was originally a support. We got a little breakouts, but we rejected over here. We broke out, came here, and we rejected off. And this now became resistance. This was a swing point. If I took entry over here, this would have been flawless, but I missed it. So it is what it is. 8-minute shows flawless as a bearish trend. 15-minute flawless as well. You see here, we came, we wicked out, got a pin bar, got another bullish candle, but then we sold off right after that as well. But we couldn't break past this resistance level now. 30-minute, beautiful. We just got one bullish. Well, this is actually a bearish. I would count this as a bearish pin bar, even though it is a bullish color. This is a bearish pin bar, signifying continuation of the trend. At this point now, on the 30-minute, I can see that we have a low right here. I was probably just going to target this low and call it a day, to be honest. Which, yeah, this would just be like targets for overall day. Then we go to the 45-minute. Flawless. We see that this is targets. And we broke past the support level over here. And we're continuing downwards. 1 hour. Same thing. Price did end up coming back here to this 43 moving average or EMA, but we couldn't break past this 43 EMA. So it showed that, okay, we're going to continue selling down. And ironically, where else did it wick out to? It wicked out right to that resistance level as well. And we couldn't break past it. We couldn't get a body close past it. So we continued to sell off. And now we're overall selling off. This is a very, very good trade. I just ended up missing it, to be honest. I got to the charts at the wrong time. I didn't get a good amount of sleep. Look at that. We're selling off. Yep. This is a very good trade. I like this trade a lot. I like this trade a lot. Let's do this. Matter of fact, this is beautiful. This is very beautiful. So, yeah, I came to the charts late. Well, first I didn't get enough sleep. That was the first mistake. I did not get enough sleep. Did not get enough sleep. Got only 5 hours of sleep. Was going through some things off the charts. That's another thing too. When you're going through things off the charts as well, the best thing to do is not trade. Which I messed up on today. I definitely should have not traded because I was going through some things. Because you'll bring your outside emotions onto the chart, and then that's where you're mess up. And that's exactly what I did today, to be honest, where I had outside emotions that I brought onto the chart, which then caused me to take some bad entries also. Took some bad entries. Not even just bad entries, but I hesitated a lot. I hesitated a lot today. So yeah, that was one key factor. Um, I'll say another thing too. I think I should have done is go through my trading rules just once again, just to identify my edge, just to be confident in my edge. I came to the markets, I seen my edge, but I wasn't confident in my edge. That was another thing. We see price here now too. About to hit take profit. Yeah, it's a great trade setup. Great trade setup. Great trade setup. 8 minute time frame. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful trade setup. I just missed it. Um Overall, I would say also like things did wrong. I had a lot of FOMO. I had FOMO. I guess was chasing the market, to be honest, instead of letting the market just give me opportunities to make money. So I did have a lot of FOMO today in the markets. Um what else did I do wrong today? I definitely wasn't patient. Definitely wasn't patient at all. I said I was gonna wait for 10:45. Um I took entry at 10:29 though. But look what happens at 10:45. If I had just waited for 10:45, it came here and I took entry off of this. I seen that we rejected off of this trend line, rejected off the 43 EMA. If I entered off here, we did not come back to it at all. It just say my entry was over here. We wouldn't have came back to it. I mean, we would have came back, touched entry, but my stop loss wouldn't have been hit at all. And then we would be here right now and we would have hit take profit. If I just waited for this one setup, I would have caught 118 points on the day. I probably had like a 12-point stop loss. 0, matter of fact. I don't need that. Not even like an 8-point stop loss. I would put an 8-point stop loss to make 118 points. That definitely is a good trade setup. I probably if we're to do a bar replay, let's see how much I would have made off of this, matter of fact. For the bar replay, let's just do one. Boom, we sold off. Stop loss right here. Take profit right here. Would have made about $1,000 on the day. $1,000 on the day if I just waited for this one, or not this one actually. Matter of fact, this is 10:29. This was the trade setup, 10:45. If I waited for this, matter of fact, 10:45, I would have made, let's see, 100 points on the day. About 100 points on the day I would have made. Select bar. Boom. Boom. Sell off. Yep. Yeah, about $1,000, $990 we would have made, and risking only $109 for the day. But that's if I just had been patient and waited for this 10:45 setup. I've been seeing recently 10:45 is like the best entry you're gonna get, and then you continue down in that very trend. So you see that 990, 960 after fees I would have probably made. So yeah, FOMO, wasn't patient. Um, um, I would say that's really it. I think I could have said that I I I got greedy maybe over here actually when I got into profit because I took this entry over here and I did get into profit. I could have just took some of it just so I'm not close to that $500 threshold of that daily loss limit. So I will say over here, I definitely got greedy because I wanted a big sell off. Instead, I should just be looking to get back to break even, to be honest. So yeah, that was my trading day. Want to keep it transparent. Lost 500 on the day off the funded. It's okay though. It's not a big deal. We're gonna come back. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. I'm just gonna move forward. Journal. That's the biggest thing I want to do. I want to do a video on how to journal. Matter of fact, I think that's gonna be my next video on how to journal. I'm about to journal my trades right now. Journal what went wrong, what went right, um, my mental and all that too. So other than that, overall bias for the day was good. Just took bad entries due to FOMO and not being patient for setups and had greed as well. So overall it was a red day. Lost 500 on the day as you guys can see, but it is what it is. We're gonna come back tomorrow, and tomorrow's gonna be my last trading day of the week. I only trade from Tuesday to Thursday. Sometimes I trade Monday depending on structure, but Tuesday to Thursday usually. But other than that, God bless you all. Jesus Christ loves you, and we out.